Royal duty. Mahatma Buddha was born in Lumbini near Kapilvastu in the Shakya Republic in 563 BC. In Jatak stories, his previous births have been mentioned in various forms by the name of bodhisattva. It has been told in the story that the way the king of a state behaves, it affects the people of that state as well as the entire environment. In ancient times, a king named Brahmin ruled in Varanasi, who was famous for his pious and just rule. During his reign, the bodhisattva was born in a Brahmin clan. When he grew up, he gained knowledge of many crafts, then after wearing prarajya, he went to the delightful Himalayan region and started indulging in penance while consuming tubers, roots, fruits, etc. Brahmin was a wise king. He always cared for the truth, right and wrong. He was looking for someone who could point out his faults. There were all those who praised him, there was no one to blame him. People everywhere in Antahpur, Rajdarbar, city, outside the city used to praise the qualities of the king, but there was no one to tell his demerits. The king thought that someone should be found in the district, who can tell his faults. So he roamed around the whole district in disguise, but there too he got to hear his own qualities, not guilt. Then he wandered around and reached the Himalayan region. Crossing the dense forests and inaccessible mountains, he reached the ashram of bodhisattva located in the picturesque Himalayan region. He saluted them with reverence. The bodhisattva asked the king's well-being, then the king sat quietly in the ashram. The bodhisattva used to bring ripe fruits from the forest and eat them. Those pulps were potent and as sweet as sugar. He addressed the king and said, "Mahapunya, eat these pots and drink water." The king ate the pots and drank water. She found the fruits very sweet and delicious. He asked the bodhisattva, "What's the matter? These dogs are very sweet and delicious." Mahapunya, the king certainly rules according to righteousness and justice, that is why they are so sweet. When the king is unrighteous and unjust, oil, honey, sugar, etc. and the fruits and flowers of the forest become bitter and tasteless. Not only this, the entire nation becomes powerless. When the king is religious and just, all the things are sweet and powerful and the whole nation remains powerful and energetic. Bhante, this will happen, the king said and returned to his capital after bowing down to the bodhisattva without introducing himself. He thought, I will examine the statement of the ascetic bodhisattva. I will rule by unrighteousness and injustice, and I will see how much truth there is in the bodhisattva. The king did that. After some time, he again reached Bodhisattva's ashram and bowed to him and sat on one side. The Bodhisattva then gave the ripe dogs. The king found those mattresses very bitter. The king beat his hands and said, "These are very bitter." Mahapunya, the king must be irrighteous and unjust. When the king is unrighteous and unjust, the fruits and flowers of the forest and all things become dull and bitter, tasteless. Not only this, the whole nation becomes devoid of energy. When the king became more curious, the bodhisattva said, "If the bull leader is crooked while the cows are swimming in the river, then all the cows are crooked and deviate from the path due to the leader being crooked." Similarly, the one who is superior among human beings is considered a leader. If he goes on a crooked path and commits unrighteousness, then all the people follow the wrong path and start doing unrighteousness. The king is the leader. The kingdom attains misery when the king deviates from religion. If the bull leader goes straight while crossing the river, then due to the leader's direct departure, all the cows go straight and cross the river. Similarly, human beings. The one who is considered superior is considered the leader. If he follows dharma, then the rest of the people also follow the path of religion. When the king is religious, the whole nation attains happiness. Having received this teaching from the bodhisattva, the king revealed his king and politely said, Bhante, I first sweetened the gods and then made them bitter. Now I will sweeten them again and never let them become bitter. This is my resolve and vow. After bowing down to the bodhisattva, he returned to the capital. He began to rule religiously and justly. His kingdom was again filled with wealth. The events of Mahatma Buddha's previous birth are described as a story in Jatak Katha. In these stories, Mahatma Buddha is addressed as Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva means a person who is entitled to attain Buddhahood spiritual knowledge, but has not yet become a Buddha. It is said that before appearing as Gautam Buddha, he was born in different vaginas about 550 times and did philanthropic work. Rajdharm. For more update, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.